Hello and welcome back to another Talbak cast. Yeah, if it's a Talbak cast, the voice you're hearing must be Talbak. And that's me. That's right, I went there. Yeah, we have a round-robin match here between OGTsuna, spawning as the green Protoss in the top right-hand corner, and Kenga spawning as the purple Zerg in the bottom left-hand corner. Round-robin match, Tournament 7. Yeah. At this point in time, I do believe it was the third matchup of the round robin, and Kenga was... Just check the note quick. He was 1-1 at this point in time, and OGTsuna was 2-0. So OGTsuna coming in at this point in time with a slight advantage over Kenga as he has won both of his matches and Kenga has lost one match. I won't give away who he lost to just in case I do end up getting that replay so I can cast it. Yeah. Slight problem though. Yeah, this and one other replay is all I got from Tournament 7 from everyone who was playing. Hard to believe. Nobody wants me to cast their games. I mean, come on. My voice and I'm just so awesome that you want to hear me all the time. Actually, that's a lie. There was 2 other casts sent to me, but I did give them to TvZ so he could do them. Because I'm just that nice and awesome of a guy. And I'm going to call myself awesome for the rest of this. I think that's going to be the word of the cast, awesome. Because this awesome drone just scouted everything. Saw the gateway, saw the pylon, saw the gas. Oh, and Kenga going for a 14 hatch. No tech, nothing else on the way. He's got another drone being built. If I bring up the production tab, maybe we could figure that out. Yeah, okay, so the hatchery is being built. I'm assuming he'll go spawning pool right about now. Oh, am I good or am I good? Yeah. But as I was saying, a little harassment or a little back and forth here between the probe and the drone. I think the probe's gonna win though. I don't know. I have to wait and see. As I was saying about replays though, because I'm kind of short-shifted for replays from the 7th tournament, if you're interested, I would love to cast some gold level games in your ladder or whatever you want. If you have a good game, send it in. I'll cast it. I'll put it up. You can watch it, get my opinion, and some gas harass by Kenga. I love it. I love it so much. Especially with the gas-heavy Protoss. I mean, if OGTsuna wants to go for any kind of... his normal build, which so far we've seen is sentries and stalkers. I think we've seen him do it a couple times now in the tournament, but I'm not going to commit to that. So if he does want to go for that, he is going to need this second gas. He will be able to sustain a small force on one gas, but to go for those gas-heavy sentries and the stalkers, which do take up a tad bit of gas, he will need. I'm really beating a dead horse here. Really, really, really dead horse. Because he's going to need this gas. Anyway, let's move on. Cybernized Core going down for his next building in the wall off. His single slot right here for units to get through. A great wall off here by OGTsuna. I've seen some players... Oh, I missed this completely. Wow. Took out the 14 hatch with the single zealot and blocked off the ramp so nobody else could come down with these no reinforcements could come down with the pylons. He's taken out one pylon so he can move his own zealot up inside, but he will be able to warp anything in here quickly. So these if warp technology does finish, it is... I came over here to look when I could have looked up at the production tab. That is right. It is roughly 50% done. Yeah, so a roach warren and a second hatchery in his base going down because he does want to pump out those roaches. He will need the extra larvae. With the queen producing only on one hatchery, he's evolving the hatchery to a lair as well. So maybe some hydras or some mutas coming out quite soon. I'm gonna have to wait and see. And there's the drinking game again. Gonna have to wait and see. Take a sip. I will. Here. Take a sip. There we go. Yeah. Spotting this, researching the Zergling's speed upgrade to get his speedlings. which I kind of like on this map, as it. I think I mentioned this last time I casted on this, but I'm going to mention it again. It looks like a short distance between bases. It really does, even when you kind of scroll it. But I find that it's longer than you think. Now these Zerglings are going to be able to come in and do quite a bit of damage, as OGTsuna doesn't have the forces in, but a great force field coming down right there to block everything else. He will have to oh, what are you doing, Kenga? If you'd taken out that probe, you could have squeezed everything up and by, got into the mineral line at this point in time, possibly, but working on the rocks isn't a bad move either. This might be enough to deal with the Lings. We're going to have to wait and see. And here we go. The Lings start rushing over, but he's drawn 2 out before the rest of them see it. It seems like Genghis Khan didn't see the attack coming. He will have to try and pull back, regather, and he's going to go straight for the sentry. A good move, so there's no force fields coming up to block his way if he rushes up the ramp at this moment in time, which he is doing. A great move by Genghis Khan, but another sentry there waiting for him already. Tad misclick. I think he could wall off this ramp with only 1 force field. I'm going to have to try that later and find out whether it does take 2 or if 1 is possible. So, probably supply blocked himself there. No, not quite. Putting down the extra pylons, the triple gateways to go for his 4 gateway, the forge to back that up, possibly reinforce his mineral line with a couple cannons, that's what they're called. And I do like his placement of these pylons. It gives him sight all around his base. Brilliant move for Protoss, just like how Zerg should push out their creep at all time, because it's free sight. I mean, where you have creep, you have sight, so there's no reason not to push out the creep when you have some extra, whatchamacallits, energy on your queens. So this tiny attack by OGTsuna, repelled by the roaches that did just spawn. Moving down, I think he might try and secure this natural so he can expand, as OGTsuna is expanding himself, walling in with an extra forge and gateway. Wow, dual forges, some quick upgrades by OGTsuna. I'm just going to call it Suna. By Suna. That should be great to see, as in most of my tournaments that I've casted so far, watched so far, not a lot of people go for upgrades. I mean, it makes a huge difference sometimes. Just having those extra couple attack point damage, and the armor as well to repel 1 or 2 damage, depending on how much armor you have. It's always great to see. Taking out this proxy pylon that's here halfway, the extra Zerglings pushing out with the roach. Some good attack